So myself introduce, I am Ravi Kiran. So today now I am discussing about electrical system components. So basically this is the professional elective subject. So that is nothing but in the electrical industrial systems. So next we are continue that. So contents. So in the contents, what the contents available in the subject. So first of all, LT components. So LT components here, LT is nothing but low tension components. We have two components, two systems, LT systems and HT systems. Here I am taking here LT components. So in the LT component system, the contents, what's the contents available in that? LT wiring, LT system wiring components, and selection of cables, selection of wires, selection of switches, and so many things are available: wires, cables, switches, distribution box, metering system, and tariff structure. And next, protection components. So protection components is nothing but fuses. MCB is nothing but mold case circuit breaker. Miniature circuit breaker. MCCB is nothing but mold case circuit breaker. ELCB is nothing but earth leakage circuit breaker. So these are the protection components. So after the protection components, next, universe current characteristics, there is symbols and single line diagram for wiring system, contactor, isolator, relays, and MPCB, not MCB, MPCB, and electric shock and safety precautions. So these are the contents in the first module. Okay, so next we are going to introduction about this subject. Okay, so introduction is nothing but electrical power systems. Basically, electrical power systems are complex networks designed to generating, transmission, distribution, and utilize the electrical energy efficient and reliability. So basically here what he is saying, electrical power systems. Electrical power systems are complex networks designed to generation, distribution, transmission, and utilize the electrical energy and reliability. So this is the electrical power system basic concept. So these systems are composed of several key components, each serving a specific function in the flow of electricity from the source and other user. Okay, so key components of the electrical power systems. So key components of electrical power systems. So basically we discussed in the earlier system. So what is that? Generation, transmission, distribution. So that is the here applicable key components in the electrical power system. So first one is the power generation units, power transformers, substations, loads. Okay. And next, so in a low tension electrical system, which is typically operates the voltage below 1000 volts. So below 1000 volts. So our single phase supply 230 volts. So commonly single phase supply 230 volts or three phase supply voltage 415 volts. Okay. So various wiring components are used to ensure the safe and efficient power distributions. So here's a breakdown the key of LT system wiring components. First one is nothing but distribution board. Distribution board is nothing but here panel board. So panel board, in the panel board, what is the panel boards? So panel boards we are using basically the houses MCBs. MCB is nothing but houses MCBs is nothing but mold case circuit breaker. MCCB is nothing but mold case circuit breaker. MCB is nothing but miniature circuit breaker. So RCCB is nothing but RCCB is nothing but residual current circuit breaker. So isolators, etc. So these are the distribution boards. Okay, so distributes the power to different circuits. Okay. So next, circuit production devices. So what here what are the things of the circuit production devices? circuit protection devices here, MCB, miniature circuit breaker, RCB, RCCB or ELCB. RCCB is nothing but residual current circuit breaker, or ELCB is nothing but earth leakage circuit breaker. So first I am taking MCB, miniature circuit breaker. So it protects against the overload and short circuit conditions. So that is the purpose of the MCB. So next I'm taking RCCB or ELCB. So RCCB is nothing, earlier we discussed the residual current circuit breaker, or ELCB is nothing but earth leakage circuit breaker. So what is the purpose of this? That so it detects the leakage current, prevents from the electric shock. Okay, so this is the purpose of the RCCB and ELCB. Okay, so next component is nothing but fuse. So what is the fuse purpose? So it's the fuse, it provides under overcurrent production are less common in modern systems. Okay, so third one is nothing but switchgear. So the switchgear is nothing but switchgear includes isolators, contactors, relays, and controls and isolates parts of the circuit board. Next, wiring cables. So wiring cables is nothing but, so there are different types of wiring cables. So what are the different types of wiring cables? PVC cables. PVC cables are aluminum cables, are conducts in trunking and junction boxes. Here, first of all, we discuss wiring cables. In wiring cables, first one, PVC cable. PVC is nothing but polyvinyl chloride. So the types of cables: single core cable, multi-core cable, armored cable, unarmored cable, and rated for current carrying capacity and insulation strength purpose we are using cables. Okay. Next, conduits and trunking. Conduits and trunking. So it based on PVC or metal conducts used rope and protect cable surface or concrete wiring. Next, last one, junction boxes. So junction boxes is nothing but it connects and branches wiring system, and it allows the inspection and maintenance purpose. We are using junction boxes only. Okay. So next, how to selection the cables. So in the how to selection the cables, basically we see the we can see the instruction and introduction also. So first of all, we see the introduction. Okay, so cable selection is a crucial aspect of electrical system designing, ensuring a safe and reliable and efficient power delivery. So the correct type and size cable must be chosen based on several electrical, mechanical, and environmental factors to avoiding overheating and energy loss and fire hazards. So these are the selection of cables. Okay, so the key factors in the cable selection. So what are the key factors in the cable selection? The first one here, current carrying capacity. Current carrying capacity. The cable must handle maximum expected load current without exceeding the temperature limits. So the temperature limit is some more about only. So the temperature here up to only 30 degrees centigrade only. So but that is the temperature. And next, voltage rating. The voltage rating, insulation must withstand the system voltage is 400 volts, 11 kV systems only it can be applicable. Next, short circuit withstand capacity. So a continuation of the one, short circuit withstand capacity. So the cable should ensure thermal and mechanical stresses during fault conditions. So and installation conditions of installation method. So installation method affects the heat dissipation, ambient temperature, and grouping with other cables also influence ampacity. So length and voltage drop. So length and voltage drop. Longer cables cause more voltage drop. Choose larger sizes to maintain voltage at the load end only. So type of the loads, we have some three. Let us assume first of all three loads. So what are the three loads? Resistive load, capacitive load, inductive loads. But here in the cables types of loads, resistive loads, so resistive is nothing but heaters, like heaters. Inductive loads, inductive is nothing but like motors. So our sensitive electronics require different consideration. Common cable types. Next, cable types. So what are the cable types here? Cable types is nothing but PVC is nothing but polyvinyl chloride. And next, XPLV cable. XPLV is nothing but simply called as polythene cables only. Armored cables and control and instrumentation cables. So first of all here we are taking PVC cables. So PVC cables, polyvinyl chloride. So it is only for general purpose. General purpose is nothing but household purposes, like in sometimes or rarely in industrial and domestic purpose also we are using this PVC wires, PVC cables. So next, XLP cables. XLP is nothing but simply polythene cables. So the polythene cables, it's only high thermal rating and chemical resistance. Next, armored cable. Armored cable is nothing but mechanical protection for underground or industrial use purpose only. And last one, control and instrumentation cables. Control and instrumentation cables, it's only low powering signaling. Next, selection of wires. So how to choose, how to selection of wires, we'll see that. So wire selection is fundamental in electrical installations to ensure safety, efficiency and reliability. So a wire size, insulation and type must be suitable for the electrical load and environment high which it operates. So undersized on or incorrectly chosen wires can be lead to overheating, overdrops or even fire hazards. So these are the selection of wires or choose the wires. So next, key factors in wire selection. So key factors in wire selection: current carrying capacity. So the wire must handle the expected current without excessive heating. Okay, so it depends on conductor size, like conductor size in cross sectional area, and insulation type. So that is the current carrying capacity only. Next we'll see that voltage rating. So how up to voltage rating, the insulation must be rated for the system voltage, for example 250 volts or 600 volts, whatever it may be. So we are taking the measurements only. So the voltage rating. So length of run and voltage drop. So length of run and voltage drop. Long wire runs may require thicker wires to limit voltage. So but here the voltage drop should typically be less than 3% for the lighting and less than equal to 5% for power only. So here so many types for description and what's used at that. So PVC insulated copper wire, for the description, most common for residential wiring. So so it can be used in lights and outlet systems. So next, FR or FRLS wires. So FR is nothing but flame retardant or flame retardant low smoke. so it can be used in safety critical areas. So next, flexible wires. So what are the here the flexible wires, standard conductors, easy to route. Okay, so but for the appliances control panels only use case. So multi-core cables. So multi-core cable description, multiple insulated conductor under one sheet. So use of case here, industrial and control systems are panel ports. So selection of switches. So in the selection of switches, switch selection is a key part of electrical design, as switches control the flow of electricity to devices and circuits. So the right switch ensures safe operation, user convenience, and compliance with electrical standards. So selecting an incorrect switch and lead to overheating, failure, or safety hazards. Key factors in switch selection. So in key factors, so what are the voltage rating, what are the current rating. So here the current and voltage rating, the switch must handle maximum current and voltage of the circuit. So the common ratings of the current rating 6 amperes by 10 amperes. For it is only residential purpose. So 16 amperes by 32 amperes plus is nothing but industrial purpose. So type of load. So in this also called as type of load. So we have let us assume first of all 3 loads. So what are the resistive load, inductive load, capacitive load? Here resistive loads is all called as heaters, and inductive is nothing but for example motors, fans. Loads affect switch performance and based on the lifespan. So and here number of poles throws. So number of poles throws is here SPST. SPST is nothing but single pole single through. Single pole single through is nothing but simple on and off position purpose only. And next SPDT, DPST, DPDT. So basically these switches are we are using. So first of all I am telling here SPDT. SPDT is nothing single pole double through, and second one DPST, double pole single through, and third one DPDT. DPDT is nothing but double pole double through. So these are called SPDT, DPST, DPDT. So we are using for complex or multi-way control, for example staircase wiring and mounting type only. So these we can use that. So what are that? SPDT, DPST, DPDT. We are using only mounting type or staircase wiring cases. We are using these three. So flush mounted. Flush mounted is nothing but like in wall or surface mounted on wall. In wall and on wall. Next, panel mounted. So panel mounted is nothing. Panel mounted is nothing but distribution box. So the panel mounted for it is only used for industrial purposes only. Industrial purposes only we can use that. So next type toggle switch, rocker switch, and push button, rotary switch, smart switch, and limit switch. So use case. So toggle switch. So the toggle switch use case simply on and off applications only. Next, rocker switch. Rocker switch is nothing but mostly residential wall switches, like in household. So whatever maybe industrial purpose, domestic purpose, the switches, rocker switches we are using. Next, push button. Push button is nothing but our household purpose also. Anywhere we can use that. Doorbells, industrial panels. Next, rotary switches. Rotary switches is fan regulators, multi-speed appliances. Next, smart switch. Smart switch, home automation and remote control. Okay. Next, last one, limit micro switch. So limit micro switch for it is only used for industrial safety control systems. So these are the references of the topics in that. So first one here, S Singh and RD Singh, electrical estimating and costing. So the reference is name Dhanpat Rai. Okay. And second one, website for IS standards. Third one, H Joshi Residential, Commercial and Industrial Systems, MC Grahi Education 2008. Thank you.